It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It's Friday, August 24th, 2018 at 7 a.m. And another nice, cool, crisp morning out there.
It is a beautiful morning. I'm loving every bit of it.
Yeah, I took a little Pepper, my dog, outside at 5:30. Oh, it was so nice. So I thought, well, I'm going to open the house up, turn the fans on a little bit, and air it out and get that nice fresh air in. Nothing better than that morning refreshing air, you know.
Let me tell you, though, okay, I come in a little earlier than you in the morning, and I pull up, and there's this sheriff vehicle
Stone County Sheriff
pulling right in beside me.
We should have worked on this.
We should have planned it.
The timing was enough to think, what in the world did I do? And I'm thinking,
we could have come up with a couple thousand each out of this one. I mean, we could have had him begging for mercy.
You know, it's a little after
Hey, Scooter
6.
Mike's going to be here today.
It's a little after 6, and I'm like, how could I got in trouble this early in the morning? But okay,
we should have known.
I did.
Should have known.
Mike Stevens sitting in this morning is going to be our guest after we get through the first break, and the Pineville Volunteer Fire Department, Stone County Sheriff's Office. A lot to talk about today. So that'll be coming up here in a few minutes. I'm glad you made it up here. We should have planned this ahead.
We should have.
That would have been so funny. Oh my gosh, we're enjoying Brood Awakening Coffee. How's your coffee?
Awesome.
Need more. There you go. It's 2 against 1. What you drinking here?
I got some diet root beer. Yeah.
Well, diet.
Hey, have you seen the size of me?
Diet sarsaparilla over here.
Yeah, I figured if I go ahead and have a diet drink, then I can have a little bigger steak for dinner. Isn't that how that works?
That's like getting diet drinks and dunking Oreo cookies in them, you know?
That's not how that works, huh?
Buying a diet drink and getting a candy bar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, it makes up the difference.
What?
Oh my. Diet A&W root beer with what was that, a Butterfinger?
Yeah, I haven't tried this before. It's a Butterfinger crisp bar.
Wow.
Haven't ever tried it. Figure what the heck.
Yeah, that's
people love his diet. Anyway, we're enjoying Brood Awakening Coffee. You can do the same thing with 3 locations in Mountain Home to serve you. Balmer Boulevard, Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, and 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. And Mike likes it, and I like it, you know.
Good stuff.
Great coffee. Best coffee in town.
It's even got a little water in it.
Yep.
Little.
Yeah. We got a little turpentine this time. Give it a little kick. Anyway, check out Brood Awakening Coffee. Best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. And so, Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas brings the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect across the state of Arkansas. Roller Funeral Homes, and the utmost in professionalism and pride and dignity and respect. I mean, the words just go on and on and on. They'll bend over backwards to do what you need done for your service for your loved one when the need arises. So when that need arises, Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas is paused now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, your Holy Scripture says, there are many devices in a man's heart, nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. Basically, it says, if we trust in you, your wisdom guidance is with us. So why does mankind try to overstep or undermine your words and authority? Why is mankind so set on doing the opposite of God's words and commands? I just don't get it. We know right from wrong. We know the laws. We know your commandments. Yet we do things on our own, in our own way. Lord, my prayer today is you bring a great revival to our land, and that's my prayer today. Amen. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas brings morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. And Greg's Farm Services brings the morning weather each and every day. Beautiful weather out this morning. Nice clear skies. And
I love these cool mornings.
I love 63, 64, 65 degrees, about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Open the house up, turn that attic fan on, brings it down 5 or 6 degrees. Nice,
you know, the
cool
morning like this, you're outside, you got a tent and a fire going, and it's first thing in the morning, but instead I am here with you.
Bummer.
It is Friday.
I know the boss. I'll put in a word for you.
I gave up a camping evening I could have had just for you.
Don't we all feel sorry for him? Greg's Farm Services brings the morning weather each and every day on the farm, around the home, in the community. Greg's Farm Services will check out those store specials. Once again, if it holds water, it's on sale. 10 to 50% off stock tanks, water buckets, sprayers, bird baths, chick waters, garden hoses, pet bowls, and sprinklers. Check out their Greg's Farm Service plot mixes, the 25-pound deer block. You got a great price on the Radius E-Series suspension 52-inch deck mower, $55.99, $5,599. I better clarify that. The FlexRite garden hose 50-foot for $19.99. The Better bucket sale, a 20-quart bucket, was $19.99, now $9.99. Great savings there. They've got the good old-fashioned galvanized watering can, 2.5 gallon for $21.99, or the 2 gallon for $19.99. Check out all the other specials online, and then you just got to go in the store and check everything out.
Those deer feeders are good price.
The deer feeders.
I mean, who doesn't need a deer feeder?
Sure.
Come on. I mean, you got a deal on a deer feeder. There should be a line all the way out the door.
There you go. Greg's Farm Services, great prices on some great products. Greg's Farm Services on the farm, around the home, in the community. They bring you the morning weather every day, and this morning we are looking at 63 degrees in Mountain Home, 67 in Harrison, Hardy, Arkansas, along the beautiful Spring River.
They're warmer than we are.
68 degrees, yeah, surprising. 63 down Mountain View, down your way, Mike. And Yellville at 64, Marshall at 63, Calico at 63. Oh man, wouldn't it be nice to wake up next to that white river like that?
Yeah, that cool morning.
Feet dangling off the bluff as the water comes by. St. Louis is reporting a shower right now at 65. Poplar Bluff at 66, Branson 64, and at 66 at West Plains, and 50 in contrast to Watford City, North Dakota. And so, the radar, we got some rain that moved across the dry part of Missouri. And you can see it now. It's moved across Missouri into Illinois. We're going to hit the central Illinois radar. You can see right down here, this is the St. Louis area. This will be Effingham, Illinois on I-70, Carlinville here. You see I-57 right up in here is Joliet, Illinois, and it's just south of Chicago. So all of this rain has moved from west to east across Missouri throughout the night, and so much needed rain across the farm country of the Midwest, Missouri and Illinois, and parts of Iowa. So, man alive. Let's check your highways going into St. Louis. Interstate 55, 44, and 70. All affected by the showers east of St. Louis, I-64 and I-70, I-55, I-57, all affected by the showers right now in the St. Louis area towards Chicago, Illinois, and up around Quad Cities. You can see back towards here, Cedar Rapids is dry, I believe. Let me hit that radar stop up around Cedar Rapids because I'm sure there's some other showers. Yeah, Cedar Rapids still getting some showers. It was out of the radar swipe there. So these showers go all the way back into almost Waterloo, Iowa, into northeast Missouri, and you can see right here there's some flood watch boxes going on right here. So much needed rain for that part of Illinois and Missouri. This is the Kansas City stop. You can see the showers still linger just south of I-70 from Columbia. I-70 from Kansas City to Columbia is not too bad a shape. Then it picks up the shower activity there. More shower activity around Chanute, Kansas. It's just west of Joplin. I'm going to back up here, Scooter. I'm going to hit southwest Missouri so we can see the lingering showers along I-44. Tulsa, Joplin, Springfield. There's showers just east, northeast of Springfield toward Lebanon on I-44. Raleigh getting a pretty good shower there. Of course, Raleigh to St. Louis is about 100 miles, and so you do have that on I-44 this morning. You see the southern part of Missouri, Highway 160 and Highway 60, not too bad a shape. West Plains and there'd be Mountain Grove, Missouri, places like that on Highway 60. In Arkansas, I think we're dry as a bone, or how I say it, dry as a humpless camel in the sunset. All the highways seem to be clear at this time. They do have the intensity cranked up pretty good. So 62, 412 east and west is clear. 65 north, south Branson. From Little Rock, Batesville, Poplar Bluff, it'd be Highway 67, 167. It's in good shape as well. Interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, and 555 in Arkansas. If there's anything at all, it's barely hitting the ground. And so this may just be once in a while you get a little swipe of the wipers. But like I say, I think they've got the intensity on this.
I'm going to abbreviate your Arkansas weather. Arkansas is dry, no rain.
Really? That's the that's a forecast?
Yeah.
That's the official.
I mean, it pretty much covers most of the roads.
They say we've got a hot weekend coming up. I was watching Channel 3 last night, and they were saying the heat returns for the weekend. Now, you can see right now there's a short. Let me pull up the short-term forecast right here. Yeah, what's it say here? For Benton, Carroll, Washington, Madison, the North Arkansas counties, Scattered showers with embedded thunderstorms continue across ports of northeast Oklahoma moving east. So northeast Arkansas or northwest Arkansas could be affected by some of the rain coming through. Let's see what it says for Mountain Home here real quick. Today, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms with patchy fog. High of 85 tonight, low of 74. Saturday, high of 93. Clear skies Sunday, 93, and clear sunny on Monday and Tuesday. We're going to be ranging from 90 to 93 degrees, maybe a little bit warmer than that.
Now, I know yesterday we weren't able to show the drought monitor.
They were updated by the time we got off the air. This is updated on the 23rd of August. It's at
That looks
8
a
o'clock.
lot better.
Yeah, it does. Most of Arkansas now that has any dry conditions is a DO, abnormally dry, with a few spots here. Columbia County, Union County, Miller County, Lafayette County, I believe. Then we have Clay, Randolph, Fulton, Carroll, and Benton counties with a moderate drought. The white areas is no drought, so those places have received rain. Right now, the drought monitor Missouri, hopefully this has changed a little bit. This is better than what it was, because you can remember north of the Missouri River from Kansas City all the way to Iowa was basically this real deep red that continues in Caldwell County, parts of Livingston, Carroll County, Missouri, Davies County, Missouri, Grundy County, Sullivan County, and Putnam County in Missouri. In this middle county right here, Howard County. And then we have a moderate drought here in Polk and Greene County, which is the Springfield, Missouri area. This rain moved across Missouri all night, so hopefully that'll change, but that won't be updated until the 30th of August. So that's your two drought monitors right now. The Arkansas Forestry Commission shows no burn bans. I'll hit refresh to make sure I'm barking up the right tree here. No burn bans in the state right now. All 75 counties are green. The wildfire danger, minimal. All 75 counties with a low wildfire danger, which is good news for people wearing as many hats as you do, because between the sheriff's office and fire department, you guys could be chasing your tail around with stuff like that. Anyway, what do we got coming up on Community Calendar, Scooter? We've got Community Calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing, 741-2883, the Baxter County Fair Pageant, September 8th. That's coming up quick.
Yes, it is.
That's going to be 2 weeks from tomorrow, Saturday the 25th. And let's keep in mind that even though tomorrow's the 25th, that means September, October, November, December. Is that right? 4 months till Christmas? September, October, November.
Till Christmas. Oh, go ahead and get the tree out. I mean, might as well keep up with Walmart.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to somebody last night. They talk about Walmart. I actually saw one time they kind of combined the Christmas and Halloween stuff. You know, they had the Christmas stuff out. They had the skeleton with Christmas ornaments hanging in the skeleton's ears for earrings. You know, I mean, kill two birds with one stone. Anyway,
It's funny when you can laugh at yourself.
Baxter County Fair Pageant is September 8th. Coming up quick. That's basically 2 weeks from tomorrow, folks. 6 p.m. Dunbar Auditorium. Register at www.baxtercountyfair.org through September 5th. Division for girls age 3 to 21, for boys age 3 to 5. For more information, you can contact Sherry at 870-404-1030. You can email bcfairpageant@gmail.com. The event is sponsored by the Baxter County Fair Association. And then the Kindness Incorporated annual Golden Gala is set for November 10th, September, October, November, about 3 months from now. Put this on your calendar. You get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Your fingers working okay? Yeah.
I'm using my
This
feet.
is TV, folks. We got to count it out.
I'm using my feet too. Here,
Yeah,
give me
take your
just a
shoe
minute.
off so count it up here. 6 to 10 p.m. This is to raise money for Kindness Inc., which is the transportation services for Baxter and Marion counties. The gala sponsors $2,500, gold sponsor for $1,200, silver sponsor $750, bronze for $250, and table decoration sponsored for $150. For more information on this event, 870-425-6475. And this will be the major fundraiser for the year, I believe, for Kindness Incorporated, that provides so much needed transportation services.
I think Kindness Incorporated gave you a one that was a little sooner, wasn't it? You used to have two.
That
of them.
was
Or did
the
it already happen?
17th.
Okay, it already
That was
happened. Okay.
the hors d'oeuvres over here at St. Andrews. Yeah.
I do want to say, if anybody's wanting to watch some awesome football this weekend,
You got some coming up, don't you?
the OFA Youth Football League will be doing their little scrimmage games. They call it Jamboree. And
What are these, 10-minute periods or 20?
It's going to be 20-minute games. So
20-minute games?
Yeah, they're cut
So
down.
it's a short scrimmage.
Well, they are, and each team will have 2 games, and it's just kind of get the kids acclimated and the coaches acclimated. But it's fun to watch these first games. It's like herding cats. And
Chinese fire drill.
Yeah, so it'll be a good time. We're doing it at Bomber Stadium, and it'll be fun. It'll be going for most of the morning. So
that'll be fun.
If you want some entertainment,
what time does that start? 9, 10? 9 o'clock tomorrow at
Bomber Stadium.
Stadium. You're gonna have a fun day.
Oh, it will be. It's herding cats.
There you go. The Enlightened Women's Conference is set for September 29th at Real Life Church at 1326 Rossi Road, shedding light on the darkness in our region, making a stand against the enemy, and taking back our children. You'll hear from the Pregnancy Crisis Center, Informed Choices Women's Center, Care Center Ministries concerning life-controlling issues, Foster Care Crisis, the Call of Marion County, Encouragement and Hope from the Jail Ministry, Human Trafficking Report, On Time Ministry, Suicide Prevention from Care Center Ministries. For more information, 870-701-5078. And we're going to take a quick break at 7:16. And so no autographs, please, but Mike Stevens here today, so we'll be right back after this.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Our roll burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
7:19 on this Friday. We should have planned this better. We could have had him crawling in his skin. That was so fun. So you pulled up about the same time he did?
Actually, I turned on the right turn signal to turn into the parking lot, and he was he paused before he come across the road. And
it was almost like he was going to try to cut me off. And I'm just like, well, here we go.
Anyway, he came up here in a Stone County Sheriff's deputy's vehicle, so it's so funny.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
thanks.
One of the many hats, Dale.
One of the many hats.
You bet.
Actually, Mike Stephen has been 10 years as chief of the Pineville Volunteer Fire Department. It's always a fun time. Early September, you've got this huge barbecue. I mean, just actually make it down this time.
I'd like to see you. I know you made it at least once. I think a couple of times.
I've been down there twice. Yeah, went down there twice. Back in Mountain Talk days when we were at Mountain Talk.
You bet.
But a lot of fun and great people down there. Great music. You get all the people coming into the music.
You bet. We got the music just like we've always had. It's going to be September 8th, and we'll get started about 11 o'clock in the morning. It'll be, and we'll start serving food right at lunchtime. But there's some music before then, and my dad gets the opportunity to make that schedule up and get all that going, and he spends a lot of time.
There'll be close to 200 people in and out the door, more for throughout the day, maybe more than that.
Usually more than that.
Hopefully good weather.
It's our major fundraiser. It's where we make the money we need to buy the equipment, and it's just
you've done. So let me tell you what, the stewardship on that, because remember the time you brought the big trucks up to the studio over there when we're doing radio.
Bet.
Now, folks, you got to understand that Pineville's only basically about 3 miles from Calico Rock. But then you've got so many rural areas to serve. You've even opened the auxiliary station at Dolph.
You have Station 2's at Dolph. We have a total of 9
trucks.
Now,
where's it at in conjunction to the rodeo ground at Rand Rodeo?
Just past Rodeo. You go up over the 2 more hills, and it's right on the right. You bet. It's closer to the post office. If they know the Dolph area, it's just before the post office.
We were down at one of the opening rodeos down there. Well, beautiful country.
Oh, yeah, and they got a beautiful view right there. They overlook going back towards the lake that direction. You have to have good eyes to see the lake, but it's that way.
Yeah, it's there.
We have a good time at our fundraiser. A lot of folks participate. The community comes out and supports us, and we serve a pulled pork meal with all the fixings and pretty good prices. $6.
I watched a MASH show last night, and one of the guys described Hawkeye and Trapper's moonshine as, these guys make a gin that'll melt your dog tags. Well, let me tell you what, that pulled pork dinner, that'll melt your dog tags down there. It's really good stuff.
Slow cook. We take our time.
Cooks all night, don't it?
Yes. Yeah. We work on it. Just start late in the evening the night before, and it's fun. We'll be there.
You want to have some, literally, folks, you want to just have some good old down-home fun. Come down to Pineville on September 8th. Get there about noon, 12:15, let the initial folks get through the line. When you're farther back in the line, you get more on your plate anyway.
We're pretty good about keeping it about the same. Matter of fact, you're going to have to watch the women. They get really anxious about how much food are you giving them. They're trying to make money. I'm just telling you. Oh yeah, Well, they're wanting stuff, and that's what we're doing. We're wanting to buy equipment, and this year we're going to key on trying to get some more turnout gear and stuff. And that stuff is so expensive. And
oh gosh, what's it per
we're running over $5,000
per?
Yeah, per person. I mean, when you get right down to it, when it gets the radios and other stuff involved with it, the things have changed so much over the years. The fire service has put stipulations on us through the academy and through the National Fire Protection Agency. There's so many things that they've done to make this. They're making it harder on the rural departments because we just don't have the funding for some of this stuff. And the guys that want to go to the full-time structured fire classes where they actually are trained and have the opportunity to go inside a burning building, right? We're not, I think my dad looked up after I told everybody last night that we're not normal because we run into the buildings, and he actually brought that out to all the firefighters.
Swear, you guys are crazy. In case I'm on fire, run.
But we're trained. Remember that. We're trained. And so we're going to get those guys in and get them the training that we have to buy them all.
Yeah, that's great when somebody's running in to say, hey, I'm coming. I'm a trained amateur.
That's about right. Because if you don't have experience, that's exactly what we're putting in there. I'm fortunate that I've got
how many hours you got in 10 years in training alone? What would you guess an hour's worth of training?
Dale, let's come back after the break so I can get a calculator.
There you go.
It's ongoing. Of course, we're required to have 16 hours by the state to maintain our certification and continued education. And in my case, a lot of that is training the new folks where we get in it, because I get credit when I teach it and go over it again. But the stipulations that the fire academies put on us for our equipment, we after 10 years, the turnout gear has to be sent down the road. Now I've got a set of turnout gear that's probably been in 3 fires in the 10 years, and and they're ready to write that off. They can't even wear it. They look at the day.
Why the turnout gear after 10 years? Is there?
I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the manufacturers wanting to sell more stuff. That's all I can come up with, because
that's why we went to metric bolts and nuts on cars. Everybody had the standard tools, so we had to go to metric to buy a new set of tools.
New set of tools, and I understand the safety side of it. They're trying to make sure, and I've seen some of the stuff that, being an instructor for the fire academy, I've seen some of the stuff that the firefighters show up with from the rural agencies that is just scary. Exactly. I mean, stuff that's been around since the 70s. It obviously doesn't meet anything close to what we're doing, but something that's only 10 years old, I mean, that stuff is new and it's pretty high standard stuff, and we've come a long way. I know we've talked about it a little bit today, how much stuff has changed in just the 10 years. We've got 10 trucks now. When I started the department, we had 3. And
you've got 10 trucks at Pineville now?
We have 10.
Is that
between
including
the two stations, there's 10 trucks.
That's pretty good.
Well, and
because how far north on 223 you go?
All the way to the Fulton County line. And we go all the way.
How many miles is that up?
Oh, you
would
do
be
that
8, 9, 10 miles?
8
miles,
yeah. It's quite a ways.
So how far south of Viola does that put that? How far south on 223 at Viola would the county line be?
Well, Bexar, the Bexar area is kind of right over the line from us. I don't want to say it. Byron is the fire department that's assigned to that area, unless something's changed since I looked. But we go all the way to the Fulton County line. Our fire district butts up against Rodney Jordan here in Baxter County.
Really?
Yeah, we work with them. We're on automatic aid with Rodney Jordan Department for structure fires, and we make most of the automobile accidents that have serious automobile accidents. So, and then we're on an automatic call with Calico Rock also. So
yeah,
it's our department, since I've been there, we were running right at 100 calls a year. Last year we were 320. So that's just in a 10-year. But now it's also because we've spread out and we help all these other agencies, and we pick up a lot more calls.
Do you have to respond to medical?
Medical is probably the most calls that we go to. We went to medical call yesterday. We went to a serious incident at Calico Rock High School. Our volunteers went to that to help with that issue, and that was it's a sad situation. Man was fatally injured at the school trash pickup, and had a dumpster. Something happened.
Has the news not been released on that yet?
They did do some stuff out there. I don't know that they've done a true news release. But that was something that part of my meeting last night was talking about our critical incidents. Our department's been through several critical incidents this year, and always encouraging them, if you have issues, you need to contact somebody. Let us know. I'm not going to sit down and hold the guy's hand or the gal's hand, and we just have to watch each other. And I've got some pretty good leadership, and if they don't want to talk to me, there's somebody in the department they'll talk to, and we stay pretty close to each other. We're an extended family anyhow, and in some cases, true family.
Can we throw this up on the screen? That's good. I want to give people an idea of where we're at here. I want to enhance this just a little bit. Here's Mountain Home, and you come down here, just highway. You can cross the dam,
177,
and then turn right at 223 at Pineville. Boom, right on right hand side. Pineville's right here, and you can see Highway 223 runs up here. Here's Fulton County line. Right. So pretty rural area right here, and you just down around the National Forest, just a little bit north of Highway 5. Beautiful country down there, great folks, a lot of fun down there. I may have to venture down there on the 8th.
Be glad to have you. We have such a good time, and it goes for such a great cause. We're not just helping the folks in the Pineville Fire District. We extend out beyond that, and then I talk about. Funding. I mean, our funding model is less than be desired. I'll just leave it at that. Don't get into the politics if I can stay out of it. But it's just one of those deals. In a leadership role, you kind of get called on it. But the situation with funding is everything keeps going up. Everybody knows that. Rules change, regulations change, where we have to replace our stuff after 10 years. And the maintenance and upkeep. We were fortunate over the years. In 08 and 13, actually late 2012, we received FEMA grants for fire trucks and equipment. So we've really got our station house filled up. It isn't at Pineville population 240 something. was able to pay for that. We are Pineville's fire department, and our board is governed from our city council there and town council in Pineville.
So what's your ISO rating down there right now?
We're at 6, and that was the reason why is because our district is so large. Part of the rules, they have what they call a diversion, and it's for a number of miles away from the station.
Yeah.
And we, to cover our area, we would need 2 more substations just to do it. So our diversion.
And that's even with Calico Rock in your backyard.
Right. Well, we're close enough to Calico. We're within, that 5 miles of their station to our station.
Yeah.
So we obviously augment each other. Our Station 2 augments Rodney's stations, so it helps out. Rodney's got a great department, some great equipment, but recruitment. And I tell my guys, listen, recruit, and I'm saying it here. If you even have an idea that you'd like to try to learn this or help out or just do anything, go to the local fire department and help them out. I tell people, if we don't do it, who will? So we got people that are in need of, they're in their
Well, let's
having
think
their
about
worst
this.
day.
Folks want to retire. They get out of a city somewhere, Kansas City, Chicago, St. Louis. They come down. They find some nice property somewhere around the Pineville area. Nice, quiet, wooded areas. They've got a nice home, 2,500 square foot home. Accidents can happen. Something shorts out, the clothes dry, the electric range, something like that. Gas stove goes haywire. You got to have somebody to respond.
And those people that move in are used to having that available in the larger cities because it's planned into the infrastructure. Exactly. So
they can put a substation in the neighborhood.
The questions that come up with these people that move in there. So what you're saying is they're all volunteers. Everybody on my department has another job.
Well, so let's keep in mind, let's keep in mind that when the call comes in at 3 minutes after 1 in the morning and it's the dead of winter, it's 27 degrees. This guy just went to bed because he worked the factory all day. He made the kids lunch and helped mom get the clothes, all this stuff. Lay down and the alarm goes off.
Yes, we had 2 structure fires last week, both of them right around midnight.
And you're up all night.
And then you're there. And both of those were older mobile homes, and
lost them both.
And by the time someone got to a phone and made the call, and the people in their house, their phone, their keys to their vehicle, and everything. So what we're doing is protecting their truck that's sitting in front of the place, and that's what it amounts to.
You get an older mobile home going, and it's 18 minutes, I think, from start to finish.
And that's when both of these were full of smoke before anybody made a call. So it went quick. That just sinks your heart into your stomach when you think that people lost their home like that. And one of the things is, never been one to just sit back and watch one, go to the ground. We try to put it out so that we can investigate it and find out what's going on. Well, the last one we had, it was so far gone. I just told the guys, don't even pull hose. We're just gonna wait and it's contained. We had enough rain at that point in that area that it wasn't going anywhere. And the homeowners, of course, distraught, and a family member comes up and says, we're going to have to clean this up, and anything you leave there, we're going to end up piling up and burning again later because there's nothing we're going to be able to save out of this. And they were right. So, the one time, and I can remember where I just said, hey guys, there's nothing we can do. We're just going to have to let this one go, and we're doing a favor to let them finish it. And I'm serious. There was no wall standing. It was a frame burning of a mobile home by the time we got there. So
sad.
Yeah, and they lost everything. And
is there something the public can do to help the folks?
Well, we have the Red Cross, and the local community is really good about picking up people and helping. And sometimes it's the last straw, and the people are like, that's it. I'm moving, going somewhere where there's more opportunities. And I understand that because it's tough. We have a difficult time. And I got some young hard chargers, and they'd never seen me do that before. Like, what? And one of them, my son, they're like, what in the world? What? They didn't want to hear that. So it's
nothing you can do.
Nothing we can do. And I guess as I'm aging and getting into this more years, I'm starting to go, well, yeah, I've seen what happens. So if you save 2 or 3 walls, there's going to be 2 or 3 walls standing there until somebody can
knock
them back down and probably burn them then too. So
7:34 on this Friday, more with Mike Stephen, Volunteer Fire Department of Pineville. He's actually the chief. He's been there for what, 10 years?
10 years, yes, sir.
We're going to be right back.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Neema's Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas is your home for national and international award-winning pizza. Neema's Pizza offers artisan-made award-winning pizza with only the freshest and finest of ingredients. Each pizza is made from scratch and hand-tossed at the time you place your order. And also check out their calzone strombolis, an oven-baked folded pizza stuffed with your choice of meat. Sauce can be on the side or included inside at your request. Neema's Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas, your home for award-winning pizza. Do you? 737, Mike Stevens here from Pineville Volunteer Fire Department. He's actually the chief. He's the head honcho, the dude that's in charge down there. And coming up, the Pineville Volunteer Fire Department's having their annual barbecue and Boston Buck sale. Pre-purchase on Boston Bucks. Be hot and ready for pickup on September 8th. It's $25 each or 2 for $45. Pickup will be at the pulled pork barbecue event.
Correct.
There you go.
So they can pick up the pork and take it home for have it another day, but they need to buy a plate from us and sit down and eat with us, enjoy the music.
No, let's buy 2 plates.
That'd be fine too.
One for your left hand. I mean, your left hand, right hand. Come on.
And then the other side, we also have an auction that day, and it's Branson tickets and things that the community has donated for them to have the auction. So that's always at 3 o'clock. This has been I want to say this is the 9th annual. I may be wrong. It may just be the 8th. I'll hear about that later too. But if they want to pre-order, they can make phone call to Candace or call my mom and dad's number. We've got it on the flyer. Candace's number is 870-373-1202. Keep in mind she's got a full-time job, so in the evening is a better time to catch her. And then my parents' number, they'll love this. Put it over the television.
There you go.
Their number is 870-297-2060. And you talk to my mom, Linda, or my dad, Joe. That's their home number. Just be patient. Everybody, if you're calling, call them back if you don't get them right away. And leave a message for Candace, and just tell her that you're wanting to talk to her about buying some Boston butts. You can't beat the price. We try to keep it as low as we can.
Now, wait a minute. Look at this. Bring this up on the screen. The Pineville Volunteer Fire Department annual pulled pork barbecue. Have a pulled pork sandwich, choice of 2 sides, and you got 3 choices.
That's correct.
Give me a scoop of all three. I'll give you an extra $1. Come on. Raise it to $7 and said you could have the 3 sides.
Okay, so the story behind that.
Okay. Because you got potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans. That goes along. All of that goes along with the barbecue.
The plate's only got 3 compartments. There
I've
it
heard
is.
some lousy excuses in my day.
But it all gets mixed together, and I know it all gets mixed together eventually. But you got 3 compartments. Now look, I don't make all the rules. I'm the guy that goes, I'm in charge, because there may have been some influence on that by the servers.
I'll tell you what, I'll put the sandwich in my pocket,
and that would work.
There you go.
Or
I just think the picture you chose of that poor pig.
That pulled pork pig has been on our thing from the very beginning.
From the very start. He's been hanging there for 9 years.
Matter of fact, I've seen people take that and use it on their flyers for the pork meal. So as we're talking here, I told you, I said I'll probably hear about it later. I may be hearing about it right now. A text message right now. If I can work this new phone. I'm on a new phone, y'all, so it's scary. So call Candace, make arrangements for that. I'll tell you the other thing we've got going. Walter Hagen rocking chairs out there at Dolph for the past, ever since we started this. They make us some handcrafted cedar rocking chairs. This year, he's gone above and beyond. We've got 2 rocking chairs, and there's actually a porch swing. So what's going to happen is he's going to provide all 3 of those. We're selling 100 tickets at $10 a ticket, and that's for 2 chances. So what's going to happen is they're going to say, all right, the first drawing is X. Okay, who's X? Okay, X, here's your 3. You can pick from these 3. And that person gets to take home which one they want. And then they're going to do the second drawing. So it's actually $5 a chance because there's 2 chances. Then the second ticket comes out, and Walter provided so we'd have that person would have a choice too, which is kind of a neat deal. They
you
have
had
supported
that down there when I was down there.
We had the rock. We actually did probably 2 rocking chairs. I think we had a large one and a small one. Yeah. And he's doing the same thing, but he's kind of, somebody made the point, boy, I wished I'd had a choice. I'd have done so. Well, Walter heard that, and he's going to give the choice. But now, whatever that third thing is, I'm sure he'd sell it to somebody if they wanted to buy it. But it's one of those deals where he's putting a lot of effort. These are handmade. I saw him driving by with a load of logs the other day. I'm talking handmade from he picks up the logs,
he mills his own cedar.
He mills everything. It's all handcrafted, and he's
if I remember correctly, once the chairs that come to mind, I mean, these chairs, if it was in a furniture store, you're talking a $399 to $499 type quality rocking chair.
And he finishes them, and they're sanded, and some of the stuff, the oak stuff, he'll stain. Some of it he leaves it raw so that somebody can do it. He's got all kinds of stuff, and he stays busy. It's awesome that they give us that. And then we also have a gentleman who's very appreciative of us. We go help him quite often, and Gary he carves fish, and we've got a rainbow trout that we're selling tickets to, and those tickets for the fish are $5 a piece, and they're going to sell 100 tickets of those also. So these people are donating these items for auction, and we'll be selling those. Now, if you have any questions or want to buy those tickets, same 2 numbers, 373-1202 or 297-2060. And they'll get tickets to you. We'll make arrangements. You may have to make a couple phone calls, but we'll get them to you. Of course, we just started pushing these, so those 100 tickets on both those items or both those situations just went out last night after our meeting, and actually were handed out and signed for so that they could start selling them. So that's
and I want to encourage folks. I've been down to Pineville several times to the barbecue. It's a lot of fun, great music, great times. You got country music. You have some Southern gospel, probably Southern Faith going to be there.
I don't think they're there. I don't know for sure. They're still. That's during some big festival thing that they go to. But we are going to have the Cowgills. They're going to be there this year for sure. Just found that out. I didn't realize it. It's just like the Baxter County Fair. They got off cycle for their. Yeah. We've always had ours on the Baxter County Fair, like we were talking about.
This is the first time I can't remember you not doing this on County Fair Day.
What it is, it's always the second Saturday in September. This function was set up second Saturday in September, and it's been that way from the beginning.
Well, see, it kind of threw us a curveball because 2 weeks from tomorrow, or I'm sorry, 1 week from tomorrow, September 1. We're thinking this is August 24th. Literally a week from tomorrow, September 1.
That's exactly right.
So it kind of snuck in on us.
And the idea behind the second Saturday in September was we're trying to get it close to 9/11. That was the original. That was the original plan, and we've stuck to it. Everybody is it's just so busy this time of year. Everybody's trying to raise money. Everybody's having the fairs going on, and ball season starting up again, and it's just we just have to work around it because everybody has families.
You've got football, county fairs, and of course they're going to be hanging Christmas decorations at Walmart here any minute now.
Again, talked about that during the break. Yeah,
you know, it's 'tis that time of year. Those schools just started. Kids are now settling in. They've been in a week and a couple of days. You know, it's just that time of year. And it's also 7:45. Let's grab a quick break.
Okay,
hold that thought. We'll be right back.
You bet.
Do you ever feel like your butt's dragging and you could really use a lift? Ozark Diesel Off-Road. Ozark Diesel Off-Road has been installing lifts for over 25 years. They specialize in all your off-road vehicle needs, from general repairs such as engine diagnostics, clutch and brake repair, to custom fabrication like axle gears and lockers, leveling and suspension kits, and everything in between. So if your vehicle could really use a lift, head to Ozark Diesel Off-Road, located at 5051 Highway 62 East, or give them a call at 870-425-LIFT.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes, when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
$7:47, visiting Mike Stephen. One want to talk real quick. Earlier in the week, if you're watching the show, just real quick, I had interrupted somebody. Wait a minute, we got this come in, and it was about an elderly gentleman that had been missing since about 8:30 p.m. on Sunday evening. What did you say, that Monday or Tuesday morning?
That would have been Monday.
Monday morning.
Monday morning, yes.
So he's basically all night long. We followed this throughout the week, and then the gentleman was found. I posted on the Down on the Corner page and Facebook and stuff like that. Tell us a little bit of what went on when you contacted me, and then, in fact, KTLO News had a little bit on it last night. They were talking that the gentleman had been found. But when you told me the gentleman's found, you were watching him put him in the ambulance there in Mountain View.
We just had him loaded up, and I promised you that as soon as I know, I'm going to let you know, because I know you have a lot of people that are watching the show, and it would have been helpful to get that out and your Facebook page and get that out. And we're still the original Silver Alert, which didn't 100% qualify for the Silver Alert, last night had over 56,000 views. I was just, there's only like 15,000 people in Stone County, so we really reached out, and I thank you all for that. You helped us out a bunch. We had firefighters, we had, our county road crew foreman was out looking, our OEM director was looking, everybody was out, and we would call into our dispatch, and they had a running log of what roads had been checked, and we would go out and search a certain area and say, hey, we worked this area. Listen, there hadn't been probably one person that hadn't drove by the location where this happened. The odd events that happened that put the vehicle where it was at, he was on a grade 45 feet below the road level, 50 feet off the road, and there was nothing but foliage after.
Now I'm trying to think where this. So you're north of Mountain View on Highway 5.
Correct.
So as you're coming out of Mountain View, you get this long hill.
You're going north on 5 out of Allison Sylamore, and you have the long hill with the 3 lanes.
Okay, so where 9 cuts out towards Melbourne, right there at the
right.
river?
That's Allison Sylamore. So you climb that long hill where it has the passing lane going up.
Yeah.
As soon as that comes back together, just past that, there's a rise, and there's a road to the right, and that's called QMC Road.
Yeah.
Well, at that rise to the right was where he was at, down in that thick.
But he was in a thunderstorm, right?
It was a thunderstorm. He missed the turn. and obviously we don't know exactly what was going on.
It's a wonder that car didn't go.
It absolutely is. It just happened to be the angle that it went in. It worked out. You know, now we can look back in hindsight and say, boy, he was lucky. And the situation was, as we were working our searches, and we had officers that would stop on the side of the road and walk out a couple hundred yards on one side and then cross over and walk back, get their car, and then move down, and that's how we were doing it. Well, that was going on, and the grandson was out. We'd been in touch with him, our investigator, Sean Hickman, who had done a radio spot with the Silver Alert, trying to get the information out to get help. And anyway, he'd been in contact with the young man, and they stayed in touch with him. And the young man was out walking, and we finally had to get something to eat. So we stopped, and as soon as we got in there, dispatch called us and said that they just got a call that the gentleman had been found. And so it was like we all just stopped and loaded up and took off. And we first one there, me and Deputy Bethel got there. I rode with him up there, and we got out, and the grandson's in the road frantic and pointing, and I couldn't see the car. I mean, we pulled up and stopped, and I was like, where is it? And he's like, it's right down there. And I'm like, at that point I didn't have an idea where it was at, but I just dove off in there and got to it, and Mr. Clarence Adams was sitting at the back of his vehicle, and
Here's a picture of the gentleman right here, and so thankful the gentleman. This is what the grandson had posted.
Yeah,
and
I just went to him, and when I said, I just called him by first name before I got to him, said Clarence, and he looked up and he just sighed.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know, it's been quite the ordeal. And ambulance got there, Allison Sillamore Fire Rescue got there. We got a Stokes basket, and City of Mountain View Police Department. We had just everybody came because so many were involved in getting that done.
Because he was a heart transplant patient.
Heart transplant survivor.
Got some health
he was
issues.
on dialysis. He was taking medications. You know, they take medications as a heart transplant, so he had that going on. Plus, he was a diabetic. I wasn't aware of that too. So we had a lot of things going on with his health. But for all that going on, he was in pretty good spirits. I got a couple laughs from him, just some of the statements he said. He's just a country boy who something went wrong, and he was sure grateful we were there.
And I'll tell you what, I've driven those roads at night. You know, I've had some instances where I've had to come through, because I use Highway 5 to go to Little Rock anymore. I don't go down to 65 because 5 is in such good shape. And those can be some dark highways, and I can just imagine he's not that much older than me. You get a little bit of rain, thunder, lightning, all this stuff.
You bet. And
now, how long was he down there?
Sunday night
till
Wednesday.
We've just kind of been using rule of thumb, 2.5 days.
2.5 days.
But I think it ended up being like that half day ended up being 14 hours, so it was a little over that. So, and I just got that talking with Investigator Hickman. I asked him if he
encouraged the gentleman to go to Walmart during the day.
Yeah, well, and some of the things that, you know, we were looking for headlights at night, looking for taillights. It was completely shut off. Did the
battery go dead on the car?
You know, it may have. And by the time something came around it, because at the time that happened, by the time it rolled dark around, I'm sure that the battery was dead. And one of the things that Sean rightfully brought up in his on the Stone County Sheriff's Department page was, you know, put a strobe light in your vehicle. They sell those where you can just get a handheld strobe light, and if you put that out there and put that on, we had guys in the air flying with fixed wing aircraft, and they were searching, and we had no leads of which way he went, other than we had some camera footage of him leaving Walmart, and he passed by a couple businesses. We knew he was going north on 5, so that's all we had. And we went out looking for Mr. Adams, and it was just fortunate his grandson found him, was tickled to death. And
but folks that don't know, when you get down around Mountain View, Arkansas, it's not like this countertop where it's flat.
Absolutely not.
I mean, it's called Mountain View for a reason. You know, you're in the White River area, gorgeous country. You know, good folks down there and all, but boy,
that location puts him just north of the National Forest, north of Sillamore Creek, right off of the White River, right there in an area there's dense vegetation. It was difficult at best, and well, I tell you what, I'm so proud that it turned out the way it did. Everybody on the Facebook pages, the county Facebook page, Of course, I shared it on the fire department. I shared it with you. We tried to get it out there. But to have that many views in such a short period of time was, we live in a great country.
Yep.
And this part of the country is awesome.
Sure is. So glad he's found. So, Mr. Clarence, glad you're okay, sir.
That's all. And last I heard, he was in good spirits. Sean was trying to get a hold of the grandson yesterday to find out kind of what his condition was, but that's a pretty good deal.
You bet.
It turned out.
Talk a little bit about what you put up with, and we talk about this a lot with Sheriff Montgomery and other folks that come in. We've got issues with suicide. Baxter County, I think, is right now the leader in suicides in the state of Arkansas, 75 counties. We've got pain pill epidemics. We've got drug abuse. I mean, you know, we were talking before we went live on the show at 7 o'clock this morning. You know, I talked about getting sprayed with carburetor cleaner in my eye 15, 18, 20 years ago, something like that. I've had battery acid spill on me. I've had carburetor cleaner, lacquer thinner, you know. And these people mix it up and snort it. I mean, how stupid can we get?
It's amazing what they do to and I just say to try to get some leaf or feed their habit. It's so, you know, we talk about 10 years I've been fire chief, but I've been in and out of law enforcement through the prison system and working in all these different areas of criminal justice. And we're talking about if I have to carry any more equipment to work, I'm going to have to buy some real estate because the belt's full. Back in here, I'm going to start aging myself. We started out with a revolver, a pair of handcuffs, cowboy boots, and a tan shirt, and that was our uniform. And
you got body cam? That's camera,
body cam, radios, tasers.
Don't forget the horse.
Spray. What's that?
Don't forget your horse.
Horse. Well, we didn't have a horse then. And when I worked at the prison, I had a horse. But anyway, it's amazing how much it's changed and the things. I probably should write a book and all, just list the changes that we've seen, not only in law enforcement, fire service, everything. And it is just amazing to me.
And the last time Sheriff Montgomery was here, which was the 2nd, I think, of August, sat right here, sat in that very chair. What's going on? He just kind of like, people are stupid.
Yeah, and you can't fix it.
And why is he says people are stupid? I mean, it's just.
That's exactly right. You know, Sheriff Montgomery's really got, he's got a good thing going, and I respect him a bunch. He's very active in the community. I enjoy watching and listening to him when he's interviewing with you. He knows what's going on, and that is an awesome thing.
He's got a lot of good people.
You bet. He and I, you know, of course, whatever reason he probably doesn't know me from Adam because there's so many people in here, but you know, I respect him a bunch. The whole jail situation, that is a statewide issue. This recidivism turning over. I was a jail administrator in Stone County for a period of time, and it's just incredible the things that is being passed on to the counties financially now that there's no funding for it. There's, you know, these mandates.
Guys handle this.
Yeah, and you know,
it'll cost us $15 a day. Oh, you'll figure out something.
You know, they're getting these guys, you know, years and years sentence in there. They're letting them come out. They're letting them out, and you have to start all over again. So,
well, you know, John had Sarah Forrest come down from Channel 3. Got about 2 more minutes to finish this up, and she had his paper in hand, and so it's kind of this guy's been in and out of prison 58 times.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
You know, it's just like.
Well, I know we're getting on the tail end of this thing. You need to call and order some Boston Butts. You got to get back to my system here. I could talk about all this, but we need to get that, make those calls, order the Boston Butts. Our Boston Butt sales, pre-sales, is over on September 3rd. We can't go any farther past that because we have to make the order. And we're only going to be able to sell 200 because that's all we can cook.
Okay.
And that's probably stretching it at 200. I'm going to get in trouble because they're like 180, but we can stick 200 on there if we can sell them. So we'll work that out. Appreciate everyone's help.
Give the numbers again to call for the pork butt.
373-1202 and 297-2060. And we'll have the flyer up on the Pineville Fire Department. Make sure you're looking at the Pineville, Arkansas Fire Department because there's a Pineville everywhere. And you can go on that website and we'll share it. I think Dale's going to share it on the Down on the Corner side, I imagine, and we'll have it all over, and we'll get it up there. And appreciate anyone's help. Volunteer. Go to your local fire department, help them out. If you hadn't ever thought about it before, at least go talk to them. Maybe you can sweep a floor, help them wash a truck. That takes a firefighter off of it.
Yeah.
You bet.
Weed eat, sweep.
Weed eat, sweep, mow. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you, Dale.
You betcha.
You bet.
It's been a lot of fun. I tell you what, wish you the best out there at Pineville. I'll tell you what, great little community, Pineville, Arkansas, about, what, 15, 18 miles from here, 20 miles?
Yeah, 20.
About 20 miles,
Mhm.
yeah. That wraps it up for us for the weekend. Hope everyone has a great time. It's going to be a little bit warmer over Saturday and Sunday, but we'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.